everyone, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Nena. I'm a life transformation coach, and here at this channel we talk all about mental health, personal development, and understanding our own psychology. So if you are not already a subscriber, please go ahead and become one. We definitely want you to stay connected. So today I'm going to be addressing a topic that I know many of you have been waiting for, and many of you have written in about or written comments on our other related videos on the topic. And the question is about what to do, how to get started when we feel completely hopeless and completely helpless with clutter and mess and disorganization. When we have tried absolutely everything, nothing's been effective, and we are ready to just throw in the towel. Is there a way we can get started? Is there a path forward? And the answer is yes, absolutely. It's going to require that you probably forget everything that you have learned before on this. We're going to use a completely different approach that I have found to be very healing and very helpful and very effective. And I want you to know that this is a topic and a struggle that I had for many, many years of my life, and it took me so long to really get to the bottom of the issue for myself and to completely fix the problem and gain control of my life, which I have. And I'm so happy to be able to share my technique in doing this with you. So I truly hope that this is the resource that you are looking for. It's very important, however, that as you watch this video, you do so through a lens of self-love, self-compassion, and self-understanding. Remember, you did not choose to have this struggle, but you are choosing to start to work on this problem and to find answers. So that is a huge positive. So I know it's easy to become self-critical and judgmental of ourselves, but I need us to kind of put those feelings aside and to instead really embrace the theme of self-love and self-understanding and a lack of judgment completely as we work through this issue. The very first thing that we need to do is to figure out why we have this struggle in the first place. So unless we have some type of physical limitation that truly prevents us from cleaning or getting organized, we have some kind of mental block. There's something that is happening for us psychologically that is preventing us from doing what we really want. So if our desire is to be organized and to clean up, but that's not happening, we need to figure out why. And we don't want to be scared of the term psychological, because we have to remember simply that our psychology is really what drives our behavior for the most part. So once we can get to really the bottom of why we have this issue to begin with, many times that makes it a lot easier to deal with. In fact, in some situations, the clutter and the disorganization is really a symptom of something else. It is a byproduct of some other issue that we are having. So once we actually address that issue, a lot of times the clutter and the disorganization really become very easy to manage because we've kind of healed in the area that was most necessary. And other times it's simply more about self-understanding, just saying, this is why I have this problem. I can see how these series of events, let's say, led to me becoming this way. And having that self-understanding is so helpful because, again, it's another puzzle piece that helps us to solve this problem. I'm going to go ahead and link down a playlist in the description box below that could be a valuable resource during this process. And I would probably start with a video called The Psychology of Disorganization, What Your Messy House is Secretly Trying to Tell You. It discusses some of the most common reasons for clutter and disorganization and hoarding tendencies. So you can start there, but you really want to kind of search your heart and to start to brainstorm and think about where these tendencies may have come from for yourself. I find this to be such an important part of the process, and for many people it really just leads to some huge breakthroughs. But even if that does not happen, we can put things into context. We can really start to understand ourselves a lot better, which is, again, very helpful in and of itself. So after we've had this time of introspection, starting to solve this problem really comes down to one simple practice. It really has two parts, and I'm going to go ahead and explain the psychology behind it, but I have found that this simple practice can completely change our behavior. Understanding why this strategy is so effective and this process is so effective really comes down to understanding that sadly throughout all of this time that we have felt so hopeless and helpless, all these times that we have tried to solve this problem and felt that we have failed at this task, we have lost our self-trust. We have felt that we have broken promises to ourselves. We no longer believe that we're actually capable of solving this problem. Maybe we give it a half-hearted attempt. Maybe we buy bins or storage units or different organizational systems, but never we really believe that we are going to be able to solve the problem. And even when we get things cleaned up, we can't maintain it. We can't hold on to it. And that is because we do not believe that we are capable of doing so. And like I said earlier, we are absolutely capable of doing so, but when we don't believe we can, when we have a mental block against that, we are not going to be able to do that, even though we have the capability. So we need to start to build a path of self-trust again. And this is so important, not just in this aspect of our life, but in all aspects of our life. Because when we realize that we can count on ourselves, that we are fully capable, we can do just about anything that we put our mind to. Certainly we can clean up and get organized, but we could also use this method to lose weight or to start a new hobby or to learn a new skill, whatever we want. This is the process of changing our behavior through the process of keeping our promises to ourselves and building back that self-esteem and self-trust. As painful as it can be when other people break our trust or disappoint us, or we feel that other people fail us, in the end, it's even more painful when we feel that we have done that to ourselves. So it's such a healing and empowering part of the process to really gain that back for ourselves. So let's talk about how we can do that. I call this process 3 promises, and it's going to start by simply sitting down with yourself and writing down a list, brainstorming all the things that you wish that you did on a regular basis, effortlessly, to keep your house cleaned and maintained and clutter-free. So what are the habits that you wish that you had? If you could just, by having a magic wand, change your behavior, what would you want those behaviors to be? Go ahead and list them all out and think about all the things that would lead to a dramatic improvement in your life and just make your life more functional overall. And then you're going to select 3 things from that list that you are going to promise to yourself that you are going to, without fail, accomplish every single day. Again, can't be more than 5 minutes worth of your time, but 3 simple things. So let me give you some quick examples. One might be that you are going to find a designated spot for your keys, a nice safe spot that every single day, again, including today, that you are going to put your keys in. So without fail, every day your keys will be there. You will always know where to find them. Another thing could be you are going to find a box or a drawer that all your mail and important papers that are incoming will always go from now on. So as soon as you get that mail, you're going to quickly sort through it. You're going to throw away anything that's trash, and anything that could be important, you're going to put in that spot. Same thing if it's papers for your children, school papers, anything that you could possibly need, you're going to put in this spot. You don't have to organize it any further for now, just you're going to find a spot. Another thing could be that you're going to, every single day, pick the towels off the bathroom floor, or you're going to put your dirty clothes in one area. Again, find 3 things that would be helpful in your life, that would be an improvement in your life, make your life feel more organized and less stressful, but simple things that you know 100% that you can commit to. And it's very important that you don't try at this point to add in a lot of other things. You're going to stick to that 5 minutes, and you are going to start today, and you're going to do all these tasks every single day for 2 weeks minimum. Nothing else. Don't try to add on again. You're going to just teach yourself that you are fully capable of really keeping a promise to yourself. This is going to seem like something that's so simple, so easy, and you might be thinking, how could this dramatically change your life? Well, this is the reason why. For one, it is going to start to build up that self-trust again. It's going to show us that we can take control of any aspect of our life. It can also show us that it doesn't have to be overwhelming. And most importantly, it's going to start building habits. So once you've done something for 2 weeks, and if 2 weeks isn't enough and you feel like you want to do this for a month for these 3 tasks, by all means, go ahead and do it for a month. And what you are going to find is that at the end of that 2 weeks or at the end of the month, that truly is a habit. The keys just automatically go there. There is a spot for paper. There is a place where the towels go or the dirty clothes goes. And then from there, after that 2 weeks or that month, you can begin to add another 3 promises. Nothing that is going to exceed what you feel that you are capable of, but you're just going to take these small steps and you are going to celebrate the fact that you have successfully done this. And remember, maybe these things do seem small, but these small steps are an improvement, which was, before really doing nothing, just feeling hopeless and helpless. And right now, not only are we slowly working our way into building habits that make us feel organized and in control of our life, but we're also learning to, again, build that trust and that understanding that we are fully capable of taking control of our life. So that is my suggestion to you. This is a strategy that has worked for so many of my clients. I truly hope that it works for you and you can go at your own pace, building habits and just learning that process of self-love, self-trust, and really building back that self-esteem. So I would love to hear in the comments what your 3 little promises are going to be. And I also want to hear from you that you are making the commitment, you're making this promise to yourself, and that you are going to be offering yourself that self-love and that self-forgiveness and putting any of those negative emotions aside that you might be feeling, whether it be guilt or shame or however you might feel about your past behavior. Today is a new day that you are taking control of your life, and yes, it is fully possible, and I absolutely believe in you. So I truly hope this video is helpful for you. Please do become a subscriber if you aren't one already. I thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope the rest of your day is absolutely extraordinary.